Hey, guys, Altavis Pelzer here with another part of this Mompreneur series. Super excited to be bringing this series to you guys because, listen, for all the mompreneurs out there, we know that, listen, you are in the front lines, whether you like it or not, especially as we've moved and transitioned into homeschooling and trying to figure some things out. I know a lot of you have been stressed out when it comes to your children, your seniors, college students coming home and not knowing what to do as far as them. But guess what, guys? We're bringing you some amazing speakers, powerhouses in several different industries who are definitely bringing you some things that you can use even right now. So with that being said, I'm super excited about today's guest. Hello, Miss Lindsey.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have you here. So let them know a little bit about yourself, and then we'll dive into today's topic.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Lindsey Vertner, and in 2007, I was actually pronounced brain dead and paralyzed after a, air quotes, fatal car wreck, right? And so it was that traumatic experience that actually led me into walking fully in my purpose with what I do today as a peak potential strategist and transformational speaker. That was a super quick background.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And so, as we are, hitting home on a lot of these topics that mompreneurs are handling right now, I want to know, what is a mom story that has impacted your business?
Yes, so I can think back whenever I was working on my master's degree, and as moms, we wear 50,000 hats. We're nurse, we're teacher, we're doctor, we are everything, cook, cleaner, maid, every single role to not only our children, but to everybody that we're connected to, our significant others, our family and friends and everything. And so I remember whenever I was working on my master's, I was busy trying to do everything for everybody. I was working an unpaid internship, full-time student. I had my two businesses. My children were in preschool and they had their own extracurricular activities. And I was averaging probably like 2 or 3 hours of sleep per night. And I remember just one particular day, I was having just bad news after bad news. It seemed like, oh, what else could go wrong? And so I got another phone call with some not very good news. And when I hung up that phone call, I just started bawling. And I was like, oh my goodness, Lindsey, what is going on? And I had to kind of check myself and say, all right, we've got to change some things around so that I can continue to provide for my children and be there for my children. Because oftentimes as moms, we put ourselves on the back burner. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was putting everybody else first. And we have to know that self-care is not selfish. And we are actually doing everyone a disservice when we don't practice self-care. So that was a big moment for me. And that's when I realized that so many other moms out there were neglecting their self-care as well.
I definitely have to agree with you there. And it's that moment where we kind of like everything, we've been juggling everything and it just kind of comes crashing down. And we have to say, okay, reality check, time for us to go in and really determine, what do we need to keep juggling? Because we do have to have some things that we are juggling, all at once, because we are moms, we are women, we are wives, we are CEOs and entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, all of these things. But what are some things that we don't have to juggle and delegate, some of those things out? So I definitely agree with you there. I've had that reality check a couple times recently, going back and saying, okay, you can't do it all. So it's time to get back to delegating some things out so that way you have more time.
Right. And it really hit a head because if we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and open up and say, I need help, most of the time people are willing to help us, especially if we're always doing for them. I remember I just needed my dress zipped up, and my children were literally fighting over who got to zip up my dress. And so that was a significant moment as well, because it was like, I mean, I really could have wiggled around and got it zipped up myself, but I didn't feel like doing that. And I was just like, hey, can you zip up my dress? And then they were like, no, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. And everybody was fighting over who could zip my dress. The simplest thing, but it translates to everything in our lives. Just incorporating our children whenever we can. And oftentimes they're willing to help us because we're often taking care of them and everybody else in the world too.
True indeed. I think we've seen that in this time where the quarantine has shown us that we can't take care of anybody outside of our four walls. We can do some things, but we can't do it all. So yeah, it's definitely been a sit down moment for a lot of moms all over the world. And so one of the things that I was asking a lot of the speakers that they were coming on is, what is one of the ways that you help moms?
Yes. So I help moms to decrease their overwhelm, decrease their stress while increasing their confidence and actually reaching for their goals. So in short, I help moms move from their required responsibilities into their desired possibilities. That is my jam. I just love it, love it, love it. So I teach you how to master your mindset and balance your life through self-care, self-worth, and self-discipline. That's what I love to do and what I'm honored to do and what I help moms do.
That is epic. I know a lot of times we get into the overwhelm of trying to think, okay, well, that means I have to overhaul everything all at once. What would you tell moms everywhere is that first thing that they need to do to get started?
Mindset is everything. Mindset, mindset, mindset. A shift in your mindset is going to be the catalyst to everything else. I actually have some factors that I work through with them. I call it the first class life, and each letter in first class life stands for a different characteristic or skill to implement into your life so that you can live a first class life. But sometimes I know that it can just be too much, especially with the children running around all crazy. So I actually have something called lifestyle affirmation cards, and one set is affirmations for motherhood. So sometimes all you need is to just start with some deep breaths and repeat an affirmation. And so one I like to share with everyone listening is, my children are a blessing. I am blessed that they are mine. And whenever you feel that sense of overwhelm, just giving your chance a moment to take 5 minutes, take a deep breath or a couple deep breaths, close your eyes and just repeat that, and just bring your emotions down, control your emotions, and then get back to whatever it is that needs to be done. My children are a blessing. I am blessed that they are mine.
I absolutely love that. Guys, this is why we've been bringing this series to you. I'm super excited about this. So let them know where they can find you at online and how they can reach out to you for more information, especially for those affirmation cards.
Yes. So lindseyvertner.com, LINDSEYV as in Victor, ERTNER, lindseyvertner.com. And then my social media is the same across all platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn. I've got it all. And it's just at Lindsey Vertner. As long as you spell my name right, you will find me. I love new friends. Please reach out, especially if you are like, I feel like I'm losing myself. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I can help you hone it in.
That part is so very valuable. Guys, understand that you do have help. There are people that want to serve you and support you in this time reach out and ask for the help that you need. With that being said, guys, listen, if you haven't listened to all of the segments, we made sure that we kept them short and sweet so that way you could be able to go and check each of them out, go back and re-listen to them whenever you needed to. Because guess what? Speakeasy Podcast listeners, we care about you, and we want to make sure that this is the best year yet for you, no matter what the circumstances may be. With that being said, I appreciate you as your host of Out to Be Pelzer, your voice manager. And until next time, guys, don't forget to press it out. See ya.